is Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, and we back around the water cooler. Your man, Nick Frazier, man. Tonight, we're continuing our series. We're talking Oklahoma. We breaking down Oklahoma, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get to it right after this. My guy, Eugene Asante, bring us in, my guy.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
You are now tuned in to Water Cooler Talks, covering everything you love about college football, especially everything going down in the SEC Conference. So, if you love college football, you need to lock in. And now, your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick.
Your boy is back around the water cooler, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us as always, man. My name is Nick Frazier, one half of the Water Cooler Talk podcast. And we appreciate y'all again for continuing to rock with us here around the water cooler. Before we get into it tonight, man, make sure you follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk podcast, man. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. On Twitter, follow us on Twitter at CoolersPod23. And of course, subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube. So you know when we post more videos and when we go live, man. We are getting close. It feels like it's starting to get there. I mean, to me at least, it feels like we're starting to get closer to that football season. You know, you blink fast enough, we'll be out of May. You blink fast enough. Then we'll get through June. Then July comes, SEC media days. All the media days will come up then. And then next thing you know, August, fall camp. And football season will be here, ladies and gentlemen, man. We appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with us, man. And we'll keep bringing you content up until that day. Now, we will take a break in June. I am taking a break in June, taking a nice 2-week break in June. But we're gonna get some content, keep going out for you there when we do it. But we appreciate y'all, man. Auburn Dad in the chat saying, War Eagle, what's up, Auburn Dad? How you feeling, my guy? I hope you're feeling all right today, man. Hope all is good. He says, we need to win this in their trap. In their trap. We need to go in their trap and take over their trap. That's what I'm talking about. With their ex-QB for perfect revenge. I like it. Hopefully we can. Oklahoma look like it's going to be a pretty formidable, tough team this year. So we're going to be rocking with it, man. JT in here with the War Eagle. What up, JT? How you feeling, man? JT with the quote of the day. He says, how will the crowd react to him returning? And that's from my girl, Monica McNutt. Shout out to Monica McNutt. ESPN, one of the great ones over at ESPN. Shout out to her, man. My man, Anthony Allen, what up, man? He said, yo, I'm here. What's up, fellas? War Eagle to you, Ant. Hope you feeling all right, man. He said, it's payback time at Oklahoma, man. I hope you are correct. I'm not feeling too hot about that Oklahoma game against Auburn on the road. I'm not feeling too hot about it. But, hey, we're going to take a look at it, and we're going to take a look at it tonight. I'll try to break it down a little bit, see exactly what we potentially could be up against with this Oklahoma team, what we potentially could see on the offensive side, what we can see on the defensive side, philosophies, what they look like, what the roster looks like. It looks pretty good. I tell you, it looks pretty good. So we're going to take a look at it and see, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. So game four, the Oklahoma Sooners. They say Boomer Sooner. That's what they say. Located in Norman, Oklahoma, man. That's where they located at. Head coach of the Oklahoma Sooners is Brent Venables. I know everybody that's watching this, that will rewatch this, knows who Brent Venables is. He is entering his 4th season as head coach for the Oklahoma Sooners. He spent 10 seasons before taking the head coaching job at Oklahoma as the defensive coordinator at Clemson. Is what he did. Yes, he did. But he kind of cut his teeth in Norman, Oklahoma, because before he took the job in 2012 as a DC at Clemson with Dabo Swinney, spent 13 years at Oklahoma as either a linebackers coach, co-DC, and then he became just a full-time DC there as well. A lot of what he learned, spelled learn wrong. It's L-E-A-R, not L-E-R-A. I spelled that wrong, but you understand. I know how to spell. He learned the defense under Bob Stoops. So a lot of his philosophies came under Bob Stoops during his time at Kansas State. Actually, during his time at Kansas State is where he actually started. If you don't know, Brent Venables played linebacker, Garden City Community College, and then I believe he did go to Kansas State. Went to it was a GA at Kansas State. Ended up being a linebacker coach there. Learned under Bob Stoops, so was under the Stoops coaching tree when it comes to this defense thing. When it comes to the defense thing, I don't know why I'm doing that. While at Oklahoma, he was part of the 2000 team that won national championship there. So Brent Venables has 3 national championships. One at Oklahoma. Then once he got hired at Clemson, went to Clemson and helped Clemson win 2. So this guy know what he's doing. He's been at Oklahoma since 2021. He got hired in December 2021. And right now he is currently 22-17 as a head coach with the Oklahoma Sooners as a head coach, because that's the only head coaching job he's had. So looking at Brent Venables, everybody knows Brent Venables. Everybody knows those defenses that Clemson used to have. Everybody knows he came into not him came at Auburn, but he played against Auburn one year against that defense there. Everybody knows the type of defenses that Clemson had to pair with the offenses that they had. So you know Brent Venables, and we're gonna get into that defensive side of the ball in a minute. But the next thing up that we're gonna look at is this offense. Oklahoma's offense. Oklahoma's offense is going to be new this year. Very new this year is what you're looking at from the Oklahoma offense. You're looking at coming over from Washington State. You have Ben Arbuckle, who will be coming over from Washington State. He will be the offensive coordinator for the Oklahoma Sooners this year. And the thing about Ben Arbuckle is a lot of people feel as if he is the next big name in coaching. They feel like he's the next big name in coaching. Like, for real. A lot of people feel like he's the next guy. He's going to be a hot commodity. If he does, I wholeheartedly feel like if he does well at Oklahoma, he's going to be the next big name that's going to be on the head coaching market. Ben Arbuckle. Remember this. Everywhere Ben Arbuckle has been, and he's been the OC. He was a quality control guy at Houston Baptist in 2020. I mean, 2018 to 2019, 2021, 2020. He was a high school OC and quarterback. Then, in 2021, he was the offensive quality control guy at Western Michigan. Then the next year, he became the co-OC and quarterbacks coach. And then he was hired on at Washington State in 2023 and 2024 as the OC and QB coach. And then he was just hired on this season. I mean, earlier this year, late December, to be the OC quarterback coach at Oklahoma. A lot of people feel like this guy is going to be the next guy. A lot of people feel like he's going to be the next hot commodity on the market. And rightfully so, man. Everywhere he's been, he's turned offenses around, and his offenses have been ranked no lower than 20th. Everywhere he's been either co-OC or OC. So that tells you everything that you need to know about Ben Arbuckle. Ben Arbuckle is one of those guys. Looking at the bottom there, you see what he is, what we potentially could see with this Oklahoma offense. I look at it as like an air raid / RPO style offense, because there are RPO concepts in this offense, especially with John Mateer, who was his quarterback at Washington State last year and who will be his quarterback at Oklahoma this year. So he likes to throw the ball, but he likes to throw the ball quick. He likes very quick passing concepts. On here it says rapid passing concepts. That's what he likes. He likes to get the ball out very, very fast. He likes to create space and create mismatch problems to where he can get the ball to a receiver easily, very easily is what he wants to do. And I'm gonna draw some. I was watching some of the plays, and I saw 3 plays and 3 different formations that I want to highlight of something that we potentially could see as Auburn fans when we get ready to play against this Oklahoma offense. Because mind you, this would not be the same Oklahoma offense that we played that came to Jordan Hare Stadium and played against us this past season. It's a different OC. And this OC that's coming in now is one that a lot of people are high on. But he likes to get the ball out quick. Very high tempo offense, likes to speed it up. Which a lot of offenses are these days. A lot of I feel as if this high tempo thing is something that all defenses need to be mindful of, because Gus Malzahn brought that in and was going super fast, super fast, basically tiring offenses out, and people find it as an advantage. And now offenses are doing that, within the rules, of course. And he likes to create mismatch problems in here, man. He does not want the quarterback to hold the ball too long. He wants the quarterback to get the ball out of his hands very quick. He wants quick decision making by the quarterback. And most of the time, if you watch John Mateer last year, it was 1-2. If it wasn't there, go. If you look at John Mateer last year, I was watching some of the tape last year, and I was looking at it, and I was like, man, if he would have just looked to the third option and he would have got rid of the ball, it probably would have been a big play instead of taking a sack, or instead of him having to run so much. You get what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, man, this offense right here is high power, bro. It's high power. It is a high power offense, man. He wants to. This offense is designed for the ball to be out of the quarterback's hands very quick. And the reason why he has these rapid passing concepts, these rapid plays that are short plays where he gets the ball in his playmaker's hand and let them go create yards after the catches, because he's setting it up. He's setting you up for vertical passes downfield. Let's take a look at one of the plays that you're more likely going to see in a concept here. So I'm going to take this down and we're going to come back to it. You look at this concept right here. This is what you call, excuse me. This is what you call a 4-wide set right here. You have 5 down linemen, 4 receivers, and you have a tight end and a quarterback is what you have there. That's what you have. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You got 11 guys on the field. Is what you're looking at. Okay. 4, 5, 6. All right. So what he wants to do in this play right here, what is he doing? This is just one of the plays that I saw. So basically, the person that he wants to get the ball to, let me get my mark out. One day we're gonna be on a board and people are gonna be like, it's gonna be dope. Keep praying for us. We're gonna get there. He's trying to get the ball to this guy right here. Is who he's trying to get the ball to, the guy that's circled. So what you'll see in a play like this is this wide receiver will come off the line and he'll just block. That's what he's gonna do. Tight end is offset. He's coming across the formation. He's coming across the formation there. Wide receivers, these 2 wide receivers set on this side is coming across the formation over here. But the play is designed to get the defense to move this way, to get this receiver to come back this way and throw the ball to him over here. That's one play that you're gonna see that man do. He creates mismatches in the offense to where he potentially wants to get the ball in his playmaker's hands short and let them do all the rest of the work when they have the ball in their hand. He wants his playmakers to be the ones to be the stars of the show. You know what I'm saying? In that situation, he does not want the quarterback to hold on to the ball too long, because if a defense has a really good pass rush, guess what? That causes the quarterback to panic more. That causes the offensive line to get to a point to where they have to pick up stunts quicker. He's trying to find a way to where he can just literally just get the ball in his guys' hands and not put too much pressure on his offense. This is what it is. It's a smart move. And then once he does that so much, he's going to throw the ball downfield. So and this is the thing, man. This is the thing. In this new world of college football, offenses are trying to score as many points as they possibly can. It's not the 3 yards on the cloud of dust type situation anymore. Teams are trying to score as quick, as fast, and as much as possible. Because if you listen, if you believe in the science of football, teams believe the more times you have the ball, which is just normal, the more times you have the ball, the more opportunities you have to score, the more times you're actually going to score. So they want to get the ball as much as they possibly can, and they want to be able to dictate the game from the offensive side of the ball, not from the defensive side of the ball, like I grew up on. Like I grew up on great defenses being able to stop offenses and then slowing the game down and then having offense adjust to the defense. Now you have offenses adjust, having the offense adjust to defense. Now you have defenses adjusting to the offense is what you have now. So here's another play right here. So this is another play that you'll see him run. This right here is literally like a run concept. He'll have this set right here. He'll have a tight end out over here, bring the tight end in motion, and then have the tight end curl back and block, and then have the guard pulling on a gap scheme type situation as if it's a run play with the running back. But then have this receiver coming this way, have this back receiver over here down the field, but he's trying to get the ball, oh snap, right here to this receiver across the field where there is nobody over here is where he's trying to get the ball to. That's literally what he's trying to do. He's trying to create space on the field by moving the defense. That is what this man is doing. He is literally trying to do that. Man, I wish I had a board, bro. I wish we were like the Fired Football Coaches Association, John Gruden, to where I can get up on the board and give me a spider 2 banana. Right now, my budget only says I can use this little board. That's all my budget can tell me right now. One day we'll get there though, but we'll get there, man. But that's not the only thing he'll do, man. He will spread you out as well. He will spread you out, and he will still use those same. Short passing concepts in this offense to get you to the point to where it benefits his offense. He still will use you. He will still use you. I mean, it's almost so basic to the point to where you have to look at it and just be like, if we can't stop it with the athletes that they have, it's a possibility that we might just not be a good offense. He'll spread you out 5 wide, and he'll just run a simple over concept. He'll take the wide receiver, sit him right in front of the wide receiver, bring him up on a curl route right here, send both X and Z receivers down the field, and then sit a stick route right here with this guy. He wants to get the ball out as quick as possible to one of these 3 inside receivers right here so that they will be able to get the ball in space and do what they need to do to help this team win. He does not want the quarterback to hold on to the ball too long. That's something that from what I've seen with Arbuckle in this offense, he does not want his quarterback to have to make too many decisions because just from looking at it, it seems as if the quarterback is making so many decisions, guess what? There's a problem that can happen. That's when interceptions happen. So, I mean, I'm just looking at it and I'm just saying, man, it's this. I feel as if the offense is simple, but the fact that it is so tempoed is what gets defenses off track, in my personal opinion, just from what I've seen. But when you have a dynamic quarterback back there like Mateer as well, when you have him back there as your quarterback who is able to, when the play breaks down or when he doesn't like what he see, when he's like, read 1 ain't there, read 2 ain't there, guess what? I'm taking off running. That's a different animal as well too. So I tell you, man, it is going to be interesting to see how we deal with this because I'm telling you again, Auburn fans, this is not the same offense that came into Jordan-Hare Stadium last year. It's not the same offense. This is a OC and quarterback combination that was together last year, and they did wonders together last year at Washington State. And I know everybody's saying it's Washington State. They are in the Pac, whatever the pack it was it the Pac-2 last year? Who did they play? And things and stuff like that. You sit there and you have people saying that, but offense is offense, man. And you even have some of that in the SEC. You even have some of these RPO style offense in the SEC that want to go fast. So, yes, we're going to see it, and we have to adjust to it as an Auburn fan base. And I just hope that we're able to get pressure on John Mateer, because one thing that we have had a problem with as Auburn defense is the mobile quarterback. And Mateer is that. If Mateer is able to get outside the pocket, if we can't get pressure with 4, maybe 5, we have to spy a guy. That means that takes a guy out of the coverage pattern, or that takes a guy from rushing the quarterback. So we have to be able to be disciplined in this game, because if Mateer gets loose, guess what? It's over with. Mateer's numbers from last year at Washington State: he was 64% completion, 3,100 yards passing, 29 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions. He had 178 carries for 826 yards and 15 touchdowns. This man, I wanted to look up what Washington State's offense did last year total in rushing. 2,168 yards rushing. Mateer by himself, he was responsible for 38% of their rushing yards last year from the quarterback position. He was responsible for 38% of their rushing yards last year from the quarterback position. The starting running back was only responsible for 33%. So that tells you that if he does not like what and most of his stuff came from scramble plays, there was some design run plays as well with Mateer. But when you look at this, and that tells you his coach is telling him, look, if that first read ain't there, if that second read ain't there, take off and get what you can. We do not want to be behind the sticks. We do not want to be in second and long. We do not want to be in third and long. We want to be ahead of the sticks. And that's and with most high tempo offenses like this, you have to be ahead of the sticks in order to stay on track. So I'm telling you, man, this is going to be an interesting matchup for Auburn's defense, especially with it being on the road against this type of offense at their house. So I'm telling you, I know we see him be like, yeah, it's Washington State last year, but trust me, it works. And it has worked everywhere he's been, because his offense have been ranked in the top 20 everywhere he's been. He's either been a co-OC quarterback coach or the OC quarterback coach. They've worked. All right, man, let's move on to the defensive side of the ball for Oklahoma, man. Oklahoma on the defensive side of the ball, Ty Bates is it has the co-DC title there. But Coach Venables will be calling defensive plays this year in this upcoming season. But a little bit about Coach Bates. He is a native of Alabama. Shout out to Coach Bates. He's from Alabama. Started at Talladega High School, as a matter of fact, and he coached at Oxford High School as well. So shout out to him. But got his big break when he was able to get on the Clemson staff in 2017 under Brent Venables. So he's been working with Brent Venables since 2017 and followed him to Oklahoma as well. So he has a co-DC title. He's also the associate head coach. And he will be in charge of the run game defense, and of course the defensive tackles. Now we know that this defense last year, it was good. It ranked 29 last year. It was a 29th ranked defense in the country last year. But Brent Venables led defenses have always been ranked higher. Always been ranked because they've been aggressive. And Brent Venables is an aggressive guy. He played middle linebacker in college. He's an aggressive guy. He's that guy. He's aggressive, and things and stuff like that. So I'm telling you this, man. I look at this, and you look at the characteristics of what this Oklahoma defense is going to look like. Brent Venables has been a 4-3 guy his whole career. Like I told you, he was up under Bob Stoops at Kansas State before they moved to Oklahoma. He was up under them there. He's been a 4-3 guy. So you have to go back and look at some of the stuff that he did at Clemson and potentially see what this defense could look like again this year based on some of the stuff that he did at Clemson, because he wasn't calling defenses last year. Even though I believe some of his principles, a lot of his principles were involved in the defense, he still had other guys that were defensive guys calling calling the defense. So, but looking at this, he's a 4-3 guy. That's what he is. You're going to see a 4-3 defense in him. But he utilizes zone blitzes a lot. Utilizes them a lot. So what you'll see, what you'll see is you'll see 4 down linemen, you'll see 3 linebackers, but you'll see a defensive end potentially dropping coverage. You'll see a defensive end dropping to the flats and playing coverage. He uses zone blitzes. It calls safe pressure. Instead of using man blitz, instead of blitzing 6 and putting all the people and putting all of the secondary on the back end in man coverage, he'll blitz 5. He'll send pressure with 5, and then drop a defensive end in coverage just to be able to play zone on the back end instead of having guys manned up all the time. He'll have that ability there to do that. He'll play some quarters coverage. So he'll play quarter of the field. He'll have some guys playing quarters of the field. Cornerbacks playing quarters. He'll have some guys in the middle corner. Now, here's one concept that I remember him doing and I had to go back and watch this because I was doing some research on this, and I had to go back and watch it. And the 3-3-3 defense, or what people will call the 3 safety look, the three high safety look. So I'm gonna draw this up, and I'm gonna just so you all can see it, from what it potentially could, what it would look like. It's a 3 high safety look, and how it would look to us out of a 4-3 concept. So you potentially could have, a 3 technique. Not a 3 technique. You can have a 2 wide tackles. You can have potentially you'll have an end that could either play 50 front, but more than likely you can have a Mike linebacker that's shaded to this side here. You can have a strong side linebacker there, but they also have something on this defense called the cheetah as well. And what they'll do with this is they potentially, man, I need a bigger board to be real with you, bro. Just wait till I get it. All right. So you had a Mike backer right here. All right. So this is what the 3 high safety looks like. I'm going to take this down so you can take a look at it and see. He'll end up doing this on the field. This is what it'll look like. 3 high safety look. This is what it'll look like. And you can do so much out of this. It's literally like almost having a dime package. That's really what it is. You can almost have like 6. You can end up having 6 DBs on the field at some point in time in this defense. You literally can have 6 DBs on the field in this defense at any point in time, is what he'll have you do. And the thing about it is, the most important person to me, just from listening to how it's explained, is the cheetah. Because the cheetah person, and more people, some people will call it the star. Like, okay, so like, I don't know, like if people know the 4-2-5 defense, so you have 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, and 5 DBs, a nickel defense type. And then that 5th DB is a nickel guy, which can be a tweener between an outside linebacker and a safety. This cheetah could be literally an edge rusher, an outside linebacker, or a safety. It could be, it has to be like the perfect body type person. There's a guy on this team for Oklahoma that I think, and I was reading the article and I had to go look him up and see. His name is Kendall Davis, and he's a transfer from Oklahoma State, and he's 6'5", 240 pounds. And it seems as if he's the perfect guy to play this position, because it's like a jack of all trades. Some people call it a joker. Some people call it a star. I think some people call it, I mean, you may have people call it a wild card position. Like, just depending, like people have different names for it. But this is like probably the guy that plays this cheetah position in this particular defense right here with the 3 high safety look is probably the most athletic guy on the field because he can play on the edge of the line of scrimmage. You can move him back and play him as a linebacker. And then in this particular 3 high safety look, you can play him in the middle of the field, move both safeties over to 2 inside receivers, and then just have him play just free safety in the middle of the field without having any type of coverage responsibility. Because at that particular point in time, guess what he can do? Guess what this guy can do? He can play back. If something comes across the middle of the field in a pattern, he can cover that. If it's a run fit, he can come up in the box and help with the run. So it's almost like a Tampa 2 defense. If you think about it, it's really just taking the linebacker, a middle linebacker, instead of just having him play 5-7 yards off the line. When the ball snaps, what he's going to do, he's going to drop back another 7 anyway in a Tampa 2 defense. So basically, you already just got the linebacker back there playing the safety position anyway, playing a cover 3 almost. So I mean, there are different things that they can do in this defense that he potentially could do that can give Auburn problems. And then if you look at Auburn's roster and you look at what a lot of people feel as if this potentially could be for this offense and what people feel like this is shifting towards with Coach Hugh Freeze of it being a potential pass first style offense going forward. If you have that type of guy on the football field, and you can basically take both safeties, and if you go 4 wide and basically go man up on those safeties instead of having 2 cornerbacks and 2 safeties playing back, and then maybe having a linebacker on them, but you can put a more athletic safety on an interior guy, but then have another guy in the backfield that's 6'5", 6'4", 230, 240 pounds that can play either the run and the pass. Man, that is what I would call a full house. If you play poker, that's what they call that. They call that a full house. You know, I mean, it is something to look at, man. I understand us as Auburn fans. Please believe me. I understand us as Auburn fans. We believe Auburn's going to be good this year. But you got to understand, the talent around the SEC has gotten better as well. People see it like, and I'm going to keep going to it. Everybody talks to me about Mississippi State. I think Mississippi State is going to be a bowl eligible team this year. I think they are. I'm just being real. I think they are, based on what they did in the portal, based on their additions. Mississippi State is going to be a bowl eligible team this year. They're going to be that. Me and Tyke got a bet on it. We'll see what happens. But I mean, the talent around the league has gotten better. Coaching is getting better, and that's the thing. That is the thing when you look at this. When you look at this whole situation, it comes back to coaching. And this, and shout out to my guy Mark. Shout out to my partner Marcus, my co-host on this. This potentially is one of the games where Coach Hugh Freeze is going to have to outcoach Brent Venables, who's going to be calling defensive plays. And please believe, and Brent Venables is one of those guys in college football that wants to take away what you do best. Everybody talks about Nick Saban. Nick Saban was the godfather at this. Nick Saban was the godfather at taking away what you do best and then taking away the next option of what you potentially can do. Kirby Smart, that same way. Brent Venables is in that same vein. He is. So as an offensive-minded coach with Coach Freeze, who's going to be calling plays and things and stuff like that, we have to have contingency plans after contingency plans after contingency plan. We have to have a contingency plan to the contingency plan to the contingency plan of what they think they potentially could be or what they could do. This is going to be a really good game, man. This is going to be a really good game. This is going to be Auburn's high-power offense of what it potentially can be against Oklahoma's Brent Venables call defense in the vein of what Coach Venables wanted to be. It'll be week 4 of the season, and my motto has always been, if you've listened to Water Cooler Talk Sports and this channel long enough, my motto has always been, whatever your team you are by week 4 or week 5, that's the team you're going to be for the rest of the season. And that's why I believe this game is probably more pivotal. And I know a lot of people talk about the Baylor game. I understand it. But if Auburn comes out in the Baylor game and they struggle a little bit, first game of the season, new quarterback, you got the offensive line is cohesion. Defensive side of the ball, you still breaking some guys in. You still got some guys coming back as well for Auburn. I think stuff of that nature. But by week 4, week 5, which is what we're talking about today, game 4, Oklahoma, and then by Texas A&M week 5, whatever we are by those weeks is what Auburn will be for the rest of the season. So that's why I feel like this Oklahoma game is probably the most important game for Auburn, because it'll be around by that time when you're starting to settle in to what your offensive identity and what your defense's identity is going to be. That's what you're looking at. Let's keep it moving, man. I appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us, man. Let's look at Oklahoma, man. Oklahoma, 2025 high school recruiting ranking. They're 16th in the country. Transfer portal ranking. They're 12th in the country in the transfer portal. Looking at the 2024 defensive stats, they were 29th nationally. 203 yards passing is what they gave up. 115 yards rushing is what they gave up. They gave up about 21.5 points per game, and about 331 yards total is what they gave up in the game. 2024 offensive stats, they were 97th, not 9th. I don't know why that says 9th. Man, I must have been asleep when I was writing this thing down. But the 2024 offensive stats, they were 97th nationally, is what it was. They were 97th nationally. Passing, 175 yards per game, right at 176. 155 rushing yards per game. They only scored about 24 points per game, and they were able to put up about 331 yards, 318, somewhere between 318 and 331. Man, I must have been asleep when I wrote this out, bro, because that's not right at all. But it is what they were 97th nationally offensively. Looking at some of the key players that's coming back, when they not key players coming back, but some of the key players that's going to be on this team this year. John Mateer, number 1 transfer portal quarterback, in the portal this year. A lot of people felt like if he came in the portal, maybe Auburn had a chance to get him. His offensive coordinator ended up at Oklahoma, entered the portal with a no contact tag, ended up there. Jaden Ott, running back. He came to Auburn last year. Didn't do much against Auburn, but in this particular offense with John Mateer, who's a running threat, there may be some lanes opening up for him. There may be an opportunity for him to come in here and actually be able to make some noise in that game. We just got to hit him in the mouth. That's all we got to do as Auburn fans. Deion Burks got hurt last year, didn't play, but now they're saying he's healthy. He's a lot more healthy, and he's gonna be a problem. He's probably gonna be one of their top 2 receivers just from looking at everything that they're saying. Jaden Gibson, another wide receiver who didn't play as much last year. I think he was limited to injuries as well. Oklahoma has some talent there, man. On the offensive side of the ball. I don't know if their wide receiver room is. I don't think their wide receiver room is as talented as Auburn's. But they still got some talented and some speed out there on the edge. Marvin Jones Jr., FSU transfer. Marvin Jones Jr., who's going to be on the edge there. He's going to be paired up with R. Mason Thomas, who a lot of people feel is going to be a day one pick in the 26 draft, maybe early day 2. A lot of people feel he's probably one of the top edge guys in the draft, just like Kildrell Falk. A lot of people feel like Kildrell Falk is going to be a day 1 guy in the draft next year. So you looking at this game and you looking at potentially 2 first-round draft picks in this game, one on Auburn side, one on Oklahoma side, and R. Mason Thomas, and one in Kildrell Falk. Kendall Davis, the guy that I mentioned about that cheetah position, over on the defensive side of the ball, 6'5", 240 pounds, transfer from Oklahoma State. Dude is a problem. He's a problem. He's a matchup nightmare. He potentially, like when I say the cheetah position probably is the most athletic position on that defense, he could potentially almost be the most athletic person on that defensive side of the ball for them, man. And Eli Bowden, cornerback, he was a freshman last year, if I'm not mistaken. I liken him to Auburn's Jay Crawford. I liken him to that. Had a season where he kind of stood out for Oklahoma as a freshman, and now he potentially could have his breakout season this year. Just like Jay Crawford can add on to what he did last year and become an even more breakout guy last year, this coming up year as well, man. That's Oklahoma, man. I think this game is going to be one for the books. I think this is going to be a really good game, man. I think this is going to be a really good game. I wholeheartedly feel like this is going to be a really good game between Oklahoma and Auburn. But I will say this, man. As of right now, I would probably give Oklahoma the edge at home. I would probably give them the edge at home. They're a much better team than they were last year. If you ask Oklahoma fans, Oklahoma upgraded their quarterback position. If you ask Auburn fans, we upgraded our quarterback position. And the funny part about it is we talking about the same quarterback. And I wholeheartedly feel like we upgraded our quarterback position. And I feel like Jackson Arnold is in a much better situation than what he was on the offensive side of the ball for Oklahoma last year. He's in a much better situation at Auburn this year. I wholeheartedly believe that. And you're going to see the fullness and to the extent of what he can do. But the wild card in this is Brent Venables, who's going to be calling defenses. Brent Venables is going to be calling defenses. And we know, we've seen Clemson enough to know exactly what Brent Venables is going to do when he has his hands wrapped on this defense. I think that's the wild card. I wholeheartedly believe that. And I feel there's something that he's going to do that he probably has not shown yet. And it could be something in that 3-high safety look. I'm interested. I'm really interested to see how much of that 3-high safety look that Oklahoma runs. I'm interested to see how they do that, to see if they can stop the passing game because of the rhetoric and the notion and the hype around Auburn's wide receiver room and the trend of Auburn throwing the ball a lot more than what Auburn has done in the past. So I'm interested to see how much of this 3-high safety look that Oklahoma runs to see if they can slow that down, to see if they can just put athletes on athletes and just have that guy, Kendall Davis, just in the middle of the field, just roaming around and seeing what he can do. Because Auburn's going to go 5 wide. They're going to go 4 wide as well, too. Coach Free said it. He going 10 personnel as well. So it's going to be interesting. This is going to be a matchup. This is just going to be a matchup of minds. And if I had, I'm right now, and I'm probably going to stick with this when the season comes. Right now, I'm picking Oklahoma to win that game at home. I am. And the wild card in that game is going to be Brent Venables because Brent Venables is calling defense. He's calling defenses again. That's my take on that. That'll be one of Auburn's 2 losses for the season. I got Auburn winning 10 games, by the way. Let's see what we got here, man. Robert Smith. What up, Robert, man? How you feeling, man? He said Oklahoma has a big year also. Venables seat not hot, but warm. Most like 9 wins for Oklahoma with a new QB and a revamped defense. Yeah, I'm telling you, Robert. I mean, I agree with you there, man. I think Venables has a really. I think they have a really good year. I think they have a similar path to Auburn. I think I put it like this. One of these teams is gonna win 10 games. One's gonna win 9 games. That's the way I'm gonna put it. And I think Auburn wins 10 because I think Auburn's back half of the schedule is a little bit more favorable to Auburn. So I think their back half of the schedule gives them more is a little bit more manageable for Oklahoma than Oklahoma's is, because there could be some losses for Oklahoma on the back end as well. Because I think if I'm not mistaken, let me look at that before I say anything about Oklahoma's schedule. Jonathan Miller, shout out to Jonathan Miller, man. Welcome around the water cooler, my guy. I hope all is well with you. Said I'm not super high on Arbuckle, but he did very well at Wazoo. Hey, you might want to be, because he's gonna create ways. I just look at the guy. Like I look at like guys like Jeff Levy, guys like Lane Kiffin. Like I put him in that vein of guys because he's just gonna be successful wherever he goes. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna figure out a way to get the ball in his best player's hands. And with what we talked about, the quick passing game, the rapid passing concept game, not having the quarterback not having the quarterback hold the ball too long, so he had to think about so much. He's gonna make the game easier for them, so they don't have to have mistakes. I mean, John Mateer threw 7 interceptions all of last year. and he threw the ball. He has 347 attempts. If I'm not, 347 attempts. That's basically 40. What is that? 49 and a half. Every 49 and a half passes. So 50 passes. Every 50 passes, he threw an interception. That's I don't know what you think. I think that's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good to me. You know, if you throwing an interception if you throwing one interception every 50 passes, I'm telling you. C Hall, what's up, man? War Eagle to you, C Hall, man. Hope all was good, man. This game, this is the game why I said just make big plays or small in our first game, then start bringing it. I like that. I like that, C Hall. Shout out to C Hall, man. Auburn dad said, man, Buttock. He got wait, what? Buttock. He got to play in no defense league in the pack. So how he'll do against SEC defense still to be determined. It's not I get what you're saying, but Arbuckle, I've looked at everything Arbuckle has done. He adjusts. He has not ran the ball a lot in his defenses. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to find some type of way to incorporate the running game. He got Javonte Gibson as one of his other running backs behind Jaden Ott. So you got two guys, and Javonte Gibson played against Auburn last year. You got two guys in there that you potentially could give the ball to, late in the game. So I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to incorporate some type of running game to kind of combat some of that. So, I mean, he is stepping into the SEC. Don't get it twisted. And defenses in the SEC are different. So I wouldn't be surprised there as well, man. War Eagle, man. Shout out to the legend of Sweet Sugar Bell Williams, the Huggy Beard. That's what's up, man. Already said, but Nick, his offense played against Pac, no defense. He hasn't been tested against the SEC defense. You right. But he's adjusted everywhere he went, and we're going to see what he does this year. I'm telling you that. Shout out, man, Mark. Hold on, let me make sure I'm saying his last name right. Swearinger. What up, man? I said it right. Mark Swearinger. What up, man? Welcome around the water cooler, my guy. Hope you're doing well, man. Welcome around the water cooler, man. He said, good luck with J.A. and the laughing face. I'm telling you, man, I think Jackson Arnold going to be ball. I think he's going to ball out this year. I think he in a better situation. I think he got a really good offensive line in front of him. I think the offensive line going to be top 3 in the SEC. I think this receiving core is probably top in the country. If not top 2. Still at the top. I think he's going to ball out this year, man. He going to ball out. Jackson Arnold going to ball out. I'm telling you, man. Huggy Beard, man, y'all don't know this. So I'm going to put you on game. Old Huggy don't like OU. Really don't like OU. Like a lot. If I had to pick one, I'm going to take Hugh Freeze's face over OU any day. You heard me? Shout out to the legend of Sweet Sugar Bell. And everybody know Huggy Beard don't really rock with Hugh Freeze. So if he picking Hugh Freeze over OU, he must really do not like Oklahoma, man. But shout out to the Huggy Beard, bro. Shout out to everybody, man. Huggy in the chat, everybody saying that, man. He said, righteously, brother, that impression was horrifying. Oh, you talking about the John Gruden impression? Spider TY banana. Yeah, I don't sound nothing like him. I tried. I tried. Game day, Game day. Spider TY banana. Draw me up a play on the board. Draw me up trips right. Let me stop. Gruden's QB School. Go check it out. I'm giving that man free pub. I need the pub from him. Shout out to him, man. He just got inducted into the Senior Bowl Hall of Fame too. Shout out to him. That was that Eddie Winslow version of John Gruden, man. Y'all funny, bro. Y'all funny. That's how Eddie Winslow is hilarious, man. My guy Steven Allen, what's up, Steven? How you feeling, man? War Eagle to you, man. What's going on? Urban Ninja, what up, man? How you feeling? Hey, bro, cancel Christmas. We going up 2-0 on Auburn and your big brother Bama. Boom. Oh man, don't hurt my heart like that, my boy. I don't know. You know what, bro? I agree, man. I think y'all beat Auburn this year. I think y'all beat Auburn again this year, bro. I'm not even gonna sit here and cap. I think y'all beat Auburn again. Like I said, I think the X factor is Brent Venables calling the defense. That's the X factor. I really do. That's it. He different. He different when he's calling his defense. Said the offense was trash and couldn't sustain drives last year. The defense was always on the field. Very true, man. Very true. Like Oklahoma's offense was horrible. Y'all didn't have like the same 5 receivers all season. That's the reason why that's the reason why Jackson aren't going to do better this year at Auburn. You know what I'm saying? LOL. Auburn dad said, man, y'all keep dreaming troll and Bama no longer big brother. Yeah, I have to root you on that. Bama's no longer big brother. I'm not, yeah, they're no longer big brother. Shout out to Auburn dad for that War Eagle, man. Durrell, what up, my boy? War Eagle to you, man. Hope you're doing all right, man. Hope all is good with you, man. Steven, I said, please hit that like button. Yes, hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Share this content. Help us grow, man. We are trying to get to 650 subscribers. Then once we get there, we're gonna try to get to 700. So we can't do it without y'all, man. We sit here, we talk SEC football, college football, Auburn football, man. We talk it all, man. We appreciate y'all. No troll, good brother. It's an only fan, not an only fans, but only a fan. Supporting the SEC brother channel, man. But I'm talking my ish though. Not tighten up, little bro. Nah, man. Auburn dad cool, man. Auburn dad cool. He good. He all right. He good. We all good over here, man. We just be chilling. Good analysis, yes sir. I try to do my homework, try to do my research on everything before we get it done, man. FSU gonna wax Alabama game 1. Hot take. I kind of think I ain't gonna say they wax, but I think FSU win that game. I think Gus get him a W in that game. Gus gonna run? He gonna run Osman Chroma through the ground, bro. If anything, Gus gonna do, Gus is gonna run the ball. And he gonna run Osman Chroma in the ground. Osman Chroma probably gonna have like 35 carries that game. Please believe, especially after what Oklahoma showed them last year. Boy, I'm telling you, bro, he gonna try it at least. Steven, that's what I'm hoping. I'm biased. Last year, the Noles were heartbroken. You heard me? Yeah, man. You know, Huggy. I'm with you, like, man. OU defense line might be 2 or 3 in the SEC. R. Mason Thomas and Marvin Jones Jr. I like y'all edges. I do. I like y'all edges. The interior part, I think a lot of people like them. I just don't think there's a lot of name recognition with those guys. Yeah, I think one of the guys that's on OU's interior defense line, he was a freshman last year and played, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, I think y'all decent, but you gotta understand too, man. Auburn got some talent there too. Keldrick Falk, Kieran Crawford, Quintrell, Jameson Travis, Malik Blockton. Not to mention, everybody know how I feel about Jordan Crawford coming in that thing. Jared Smith, who you've been hearing a lot about playing on that edge position. Amaris Williams, Jamonta Waller, man, bro. Malik Autry, bro. Joe Phillips, bro. I'm telling you, Auburn got some dudes, bro. So don't please believe. It's some dude that's just ready to be unleashed. It's some talent over here that's ready to be unleashed on this Auburn side, bro. I'm telling you. Steven Allen said he going to the game. Hey, Steven, take pictures. Take a lot of pictures, man. We want to be, for us lowly folks over here, we ain't gonna be able to make it up. We can't make it there. We just gonna watch it on the television. That's what we gonna do. Urban, when OU wins as many SEC titles, then you can call us little bro. Oh man, shout out to the Huggy Beard, man. Huggy, stop it. When you have as many national championships as OU does, then you're mature. Okay, there are some national championships Auburn can claim that we haven't claimed, and I think OU has 7. Auburn potentially could claim like 8. So, but they don't claim them. I don't know why they don't, but they should. Huggy Beard said, man, by the way, Urban, I'm the cat that tells people to lighten up around here. And Huggy said, Auburn dad for life is somebody that you don't tell to lighten up. Be cool, not bullets, not a good look. Hey man, everybody be cool in the chat, man. We got company. He knew around. He good people. We think he good people. OU has 2 more second most championships in SEC behind only Bama. However, the little bro reference was regarding your relationship to Bama. Yeah, I know, but we ain't little bro to Bama no more. I'll tell you that, man. Didn't think there would be fans of a fan base more conceited than Bama, but today someone who hasn't won anything since 2000 has just did that. What? They own you, bro. They own you, Urban. What you gonna do, man? They own you. Hey, I lighthearted, man. He lighthearted. That's what he trying to tell you, man. And y'all both claim shady titles on his mama don't play. I mean, I just said it. They kind of claim. I mean, Auburn can claim some titles, but you know what it is. Man, y'all talking back and forth in the chat for real, man. Woo-wee. Boy, shout out to y'all, man. You know, shady titles we played in the same NCAA as Bama. Who we also on head-to-head against. Ooh. Like I said, Bama not big bro no more. But I think we got it around it. Man, y'all boy going in the chat, bro. Y'all going in the chat. I'm gonna just put y'all comments up. You know what it is? Y'all going in. Tim, what up? Say, man, what's going on, man? Hope you doing all right there, man. Hope everything is good with you, man. Hope all is good, my guy. He said, just got off work late night at the office, man. Office meetings. Man, it's all good, Tim. Appreciate you coming through, my man. As always, man. You all good. You all good, man. Man, it's gonna be a downfall in Norman right here. He is bad under pressure. Oh man, I respect the hell out of Brent Venables. He's the real deal, I think. Yeah, Brent Venables was for real, man. Yeah, Brent Venables real. Okay, so you saying against the pack he good. Okay, all right. I'm just saying. I just look at the results. I look at the results and I'm saying Ben Arbuckle, he gonna be a problem, bro. He gonna be a problem, and he gonna be one of those hot commodity names. I'll probably say in 2 to 3 years, he gonna be one of those hot commodity names on the head coaching circuit when that time comes. Believe that. Like, it's been a long time coming for y'all, man. Y'all said that was y'all last. That was the first. That was your first one on the record. We only count championships on record. If we can't, those unofficials, we tie with Bama. Yeah, we it's a lot on we can tie. It's a lot on we can claim too, Urban. It's a lot on we can claim. Shout out, Royalty has entered the chat. King Richard says, War Eagle a little late to the party, man. Nah, you ain't never late. You always here, man. You always here. Always here. Shout out to King Richard, man. We have to keep discipline. That's the thing right there, C Hall. We have to keep discipline. When you look at this offense that Arbuckle runs, if Auburn just plays their keys, if Auburn plays their run fits correctly, and if Auburn does not let the big play happen, Auburn should be able to control them. But the problem is, can we anticipate what the defense is trying to dictate us to do? Can we anticipate that and then anticipate what we think that they're going to try to do after we do that? That's the question. That's the question right there, man. That's all it is. King Richard, what up, man? He said all love. He said Huggy, all love, man. All love. That's what it is. It's just all love, man. All love. Not only did he played against Iowa tier Big Ten teams, also played against the Mountain West. You got a point. Last year at Washington State wasn't part of a big conference. You know what I'm saying? They played Washington because they play the Apple Cup every year. He played some other teams as well too. But I mean, numbers is numbers. Offenses is offenses. And the thing about it is, if you have an offense that can create mismatch problems against defenses, it's a different story. It's a different story. So we'll see what happens, bro. Cuz you sound like I'm just ominous verse. Everybody saying what's up to Huggy, man. Everybody saying what's up to Huggy. Huggy saying what's up to the King. They saying what's up to each other, man. He said Jordan Jackson, freshman. Yes, that's who it was. The interior D lineman that's at Oklahoma that I was talking about. Jordan Jackson. Yeah, that's his name. A lot of people's high on him. So he potentially could be a problem in that interior for Auburn. I think Connor Lew and Dylan Wade and Jeremiah Wright can somewhat take care of that problem. Or contain it for us at least. If Gus beat Bama, will AU fans consider that a win? That's the question. If Gus beat Bama, Auburn, do we consider that a win? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna ask y'all the question. How y'all feel about Gus coaching at FSU? Because he lost to FSU in the national championship game. How y'all feel about that? Is that weird to y'all? I'm just asking. Is that kind of weird? Like, that's weird to me. That's how me and Huggy got cool. I'm like, girl, you that's what I'm talking about, man. Shout out to Huggy, man. Shout out to the Huggy beard, man. That's what I'm talking about. We have championships officially in 6 we could claim, not one, but not one. Oh man, this is great, man. This has been a good show, man. Get through the chat, man. Rightfully, bro. If I can see Auburn and FSU beat Bama to start and finish the season, I'm gonna turn up and show out. Don't turn up too much, Huggy. Don't turn up too much. Don't do that. Don't do that now. It is a little weird. It is a little weird to see Gus coaching at FSU a little bit. I'm just saying, that's a little weird. I'm gonna say no comment on the Gus. I'm with you on that. I just think it's a little weird. I'm just like, I don't know, man. I just don't get on. It's interesting to me. Ladies and gentlemen, man, we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler as always, man. Before we get up out of here, please follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. On Twitter, follow us on Twitter at CoolestPod23. On Twitter, follow us at CoolestPod23. And of course, subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube. So you know when we post more videos and go live. We talk SEC football. We talk college football. We talk Auburn football. We talk recruiting. Man, we do it all around here, man. We just try to have a good time when we come around the water cooler and talk, but we talk college football. A lot of Auburn football because, you know, Auburn fan. But that's what we do. You look at game 4 tonight. Tomorrow, Friday night, we'll look at game 5. First SEC road game was Oklahoma. Second SEC road game we're going to break down tomorrow is Texas A&M on the road at Kyle Field in College Station. So we're going to take a look at that one tomorrow. Hopefully y'all can come back around and chop it up with us. As always, man. Great show, man. Shout out to you, Huggy, man. We appreciate you, man. He said, Lil Huggy said, what's happening? What up, Lil Huggy? What up, man? You feeling all right, man? How them and ones? You like them and ones? Them was clean. I know they clean, bro. Shout out to Lil Huggy, man. We'll be back around the water cooler tomorrow night, man. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, back around the water cooler, man. Come chop it up with us, man. All SEC fans, all SEC all Auburn football fans, all college football fans, come chop it up with us. Come back around and rock around the water cooler with us, man. We just want to have a more informed fan base, so you know exactly what we potentially can go up against when we play against these teams and other teams in the conference as well. So we appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with us there, man. He said they clean. Them and ones, boy. I know, boy. I had a couple of them when I was growing up. I know what you're talking about. The And1. Hey, anybody remember the And1 mixtape tour? Hot Sauce, The Professor, Escalade, all them guys. Man, that's the reason why I got them, because I remember watching them DVDs of the And1 tour. I think it was like 06, 07. I got them. I thought they were clean. I was like, man, I want to be just like them. Then I got on the basketball court. It's like, I can't do that. I can't do what them dudes do. It's crazy, man. See how I said, Nick, you on point, bro. Let's keep it rocking, guys. Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. Without y'all, man, we couldn't be able to do this. Other than that, we'll just be sitting here talking to ourselves. And we appreciate y'all so much for continuing to rock with us, man. Tomorrow, game 5 for Auburn. We gonna come. Huggy said, come chill. Don't be shaking the wrong trees. You heard me. Game 5 tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be talking Auburn versus Texas A&M. We're gonna get into that breakdown there. See what Texas A&M is about, man. Texas A&M is an interesting team as well. So we're gonna take a look at there and see what we got going on there, man. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, you all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one. Y'all be blessed, man. Make sure y'all give the man upstairs above his, because he deserves all of the praise and all the glory, man. Give God all the glory and all the honor and all the praise, man. And until tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, back around the water cooler. As always, it is one love. Ladies and gentlemen, we out this mug. Eugene Asante, take us out, my guy. Boys and girls of all
ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Water Cooler Talks with your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.